How you doing? We're back after a long hiatus. Just wanted to do a short video to let you know what was on the horizon. Got a couple of new videos going to be coming in the spring. I just couldn't get out here into this gun garage to do any videos. I was just snowed in. It was literally, I couldn't even open the doors. So it's March. I mean, it's April. But March, it just smells like March. Hopefully, they're talking about a couple of more snows coming next week. But hopefully, we're just about into spring. And let me just give you a little heads up on what I've been up to. I went to a gun show today. I ended up with some nice books. Got this guy. Got this guy. That's a fat book. There's a lot of reading going on there. Second World War, Great Battles of World War II. I love these books. They're awesome. Even the bad ones are good, if you know what I mean. But no gun show would be complete without something to take home that you're like, yeah, you know. And here's what I got. I got a K98 bayonet, an original German one. If you see my video on my K98, it's a Yugo capture. I had a Yugo bayonet for it. But if you're wondering why I needed to actually go out and get a K98 bayonet, and this was nice. It comes with came with a scabbard, and this is all marked, all German marked stuff. Ooh, never even saw that. It says an FZE 43 on it. That sounds right. And the frog, a nice original frog. This thing is in beautiful shape. It has a crest here on the top. I just can't, I could barely read it. We'll hope that turns out to be original World War II German stuff also. And if, by the way, if anybody has Mauser, K98 Mauser number 6211, I have your bayonet. And it's clean. $1 million. Actually, I guess 6211 could have been any year, though. Who knows? I was happy to end up with this. But you might say, why do you need an authentic German one if you have the Yugo capture? Isn't the Yugo bayonet enough? Not necessarily, not if you have a nice new K98, 1936 vintage, walnut stocked. Look at this thing. It is lovely. There it is, 1936. And we'll get in depth on this thing. I'll do a video where I'll show you, you know, I guess it would be a K98 number 2 video since I technically already did one. But now that we have one with, you know, I think there's enough different there to showcase that in its own video. We have an '03 Springfield that we're going to be bringing a video on. And this thing is nice. It's a Rock Island. It falls in an interesting serial number location. And I had to do a ton of research on these before I would actually plunk money down. And there's a wealth of information online where you could read about, you know, what was going on with the heat treatments of the receivers and which ones are brittle and what serial numbers they stopped and then what's, you know. But this one falls in an interesting serial number area, which we'll get into. Obviously, just from what I'm saying, I didn't want to buy one of the low number ones. Even though it looks like your chances of having a problem are so remote. But just like anything, if they're saying, like, you know, one area is better to go than another, you know, and you're going to be, you know, it doesn't really make a difference. You can always look to find what you need, you know what I mean? So what's the sense of taking a chance is the way I looked at it. But I did want an early one, so I didn't want to get an '03A3. I definitely wanted an '03, you know, with the with this leaf sight here, and not the A3 with the sight back here. Not that those aren't nice, but I wanted one with all the milled parts and the, you know, I wanted an oldie. And we'll discuss that with the serial number and the little idiosyncrasies with that. And we'll also have another video on a 1917, an Eddystone 1917, which is, look at the shape that this thing is in, the wood and everything. It's beautiful. I think a lot of these are nice is because they kind of didn't use it as the service weapon. I mean, they did go through World War I, don't get me wrong, but I mean, a lot of these were shuttled away when they decided to kind of stick with the '03 or something, and they just kind of put a lot of those in storage. you find a lot that they do end up in nice shape. This one's got some special stuff about it too. And let me see, where's my... Bear with me for a second. This is my target from today. I took these guys to the range, and first I shot the Aught 3, and it was all in the black, various shots in the black. And then the 1917 took its turn, went through a few stripper clips with that, and you know, except for a couple of flyers here and there, they're pretty much all in the black. Then I threw a stripper clip in that 1936 K98, and this is without bearing down. This is just literally elbows on the table, free holding. You know, no benching on a mound of rags or sandbags or anything like that. This is just not standing, sitting at the table, but elbows on the table. I put a 5-round group with the K98 right here, dead center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And was amazed. You know, as much as people say, oh, the German guns or whatever, you know, like it's like they were the enemy and everything, and there's always kind of like a little bit of a, you know, in this country, a little bit of a push towards the 03 and the Garand and the 1917, you know, anything that's you know, American. You got to be realistic. I mean, I'm into these guns, and just to be realistic, even my Yugo Capture K98 drove nails, and this thing, it doesn't need to be sighted, it doesn't need to be messed with, and I'm shooting, and I don't even know where they're going. I just know I hadn't hit the red yet, going through those 2 rifles, a few stripper clips each, and then it wasn't even sure if I was on the paper, and I looked through my glass, you know what I mean, and I see where they are, and I go, oh, they're on the paper, they're okay, you know, I'm not really here to sight them in or do anything. I just really wanted to see if they were going to explode. And then I throw a stripper clip in the K98, I run through it, and then I look through my glass, and I thought maybe I had 3 shots in the red. You know, from that far away, it looks like maybe you got 3. And then the whistle blew, you know, so I walked down, I pulled the target, and all 5 within the size of a $50. I mean, I love those K98s. They're just, you know, you always hate, like, just like Hickok 45 says, you don't want to say, like, a gun is accurate, you know what I mean? Because it's really, they say it's the shooter that's accurate or not, or do I have it the other way around? Let me tell you something. Those guns are accurate. And, you know, who knows when this thing fired its last round. It's a 1936. And, you know, it's got no import marks. It looks like maybe it was a take-home. Whoever had it, who knows if they ever even really used it. You know, and then here I come along. I push a stripper clip of Yugo M75 sniper ammo into it. And it's driving nails. They really are awesome rifles. That's the bottom line. And that's about it, I guess. Charlie, you got anything else? You gonna suck the air out of my lungs again? Charlie's been coping with the winter. He's definitely got fat, you know. But we'll see if we carry him along in some of these videos. He likes being in the videos. And that's about it, I suppose. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. I'm going to start these videos, hopefully sometime in March. I'll be able to get one out there on one of these. Not really sure which one we'll pick first. This 03 needs a couple of things. I really don't want to, you know, showcase it in a video until I have everything absolutely correct on it. So it'll probably, unless I get the parts, it'll be either the 1917 or this new K98. And until then, see you guys later.